Hey, what's up, you guys? Imperial Nick here.
And I am Lumberjack Nick.
And we finally brought the Cinematic Nick Pick teams back together since our horrible Harry Potter video, which I'm going to link right up there. Because as embarrassed of it as I am, it's still relevant because Harry Potter sucks.
Yeah.
Now, some of you have been sending me a little bit of hate on my videos because I've been hating too many fandoms. I just want to explain, I don't hate the fandom, I hate the movie and the people who worship the movie. But we are in front of this beautiful Christmas tapestry because we are talking about A Christmas Story today because it is Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
So we are going to talk about A Christmas Story, and no one's ever seen The Christmas Story outside of Christmas Day. Because it plays for 24 hours a day.
Yes, it does.
So I've never actually seen the movie all the way through in one sitting. I've seen the movie probably 10 to 15 times every Christmas day, but it's always in
little pieces of it.
Little bits and pieces of it. So I want to see if we can come up with a synopsis of what's going on in a Christmas movie before we actually review it.
There's Ralphie.
His name is Ralphie. I'm glad you remembered that.
And he really wants a Red Ryder BB gun.
Oh, that's right. He finds it in a magazine, or is it in a store window? No one remembers it.
No. It's in the store window because the magazine is where he's doing he's trying to win something out of a magazine, and there's a decoder wheel.
Oh yeah.
And he's trying to decode it, so he tries to get some peace and quiet and sits in the bathroom and decodes it, and that's the famous drink your Ovaltine scene.
Oh,
so you have to drink Ovaltine.
Drink your Ovaltine, you guys.
To get the codes for the decoder.
Yeah.
And then,
Ovaltine.
In true capitalist fashion, the code is, once you decode it, is you should drink your Ovaltine.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. But no, so I believe the magazine scene is actually where he hid an advertisement for Red Ryder in his mom's magazine and put it next to her bed.
Yeah.
So Ralphie goes through, it's just normal, he's going to elementary school, he wants this Red Ryder BB gun. Hijinks ensue. I know that his brother's dressed like the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
He's all pumped up.
Because his mom's all concerned that they're going to get too cold because it's in the 60s and they think that you have to be bundled in hundreds of layers or you're going to get sick when you go outside.
It was Wisconsin in the winter. I think it was Wisconsin.
It is. Well, okay, so I don't know where the movie is set, but I know that the movie was filmed in Ohio.
In Ohio?
Because my dad's from Ohio, and the mall, where the mall Santa scene is, my dad used to go to that mall when he was
a
little boy.
That's fantastic.
So he knows all about that, and that's all legit. That's a real mall and real mall Santa. Everything that's in that scene is legitimately something that's in Ohio.
That's really awesome. So if you're in Ohio, which I don't recommend being in Ohio, go visit the mall.
I'm guessing it's Cleveland, Ohio.
I would.
But I don't know specifically where the mall is, but it was in Ohio. Maybe it's torn down now because they tear down every shopping mall.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Through the power of editing, I am going to put where the location of the movie is in the movie universe, right here. So yeah, and then I remember a kid gets his tongue stuck to a pole. That's a famous scene.
Yeah.
I quadruple dog dare you.
Yeah.
To subscribe and hit the bell notification. But no, so we had that scene, the tongue. There's a ton of famous scenes from this. I think the most famous of all in A Christmas Story is the leg lamp.
Yeah, the leg lamp. Fragile.
Fragile, yes. The leg lamp, if you haven't seen the leg lamp, I'm going to insert a GIF. The leg lamp. It's A Christmas Story. It's a classic. The synopsis basically is it's Ralphie going to school up until Christmas and trying to get a Red Ryder BB gun. And there's these weird fantasies he has where he's shooting cowboys with it, and he's wearing
Blackbird or something.
Yeah, and he's
I forget. I think that's the name of the cowboy. But.
Yeah, and he's wearing dairy cow skin chaps, which is weird.
Yeah.
Ralphie's way up in his head, and he ends up asking pretty much everyone
Yeah, and I mean that was a really low budget movie too, which is interesting. And like I'm thinking about all the filmography behind it, and like you have to think like that movie was recorded in like the '60s. So I think that it's really interesting because it came out on Blu-ray like 10 years ago, and I was having a conversation with my dad, and he's like, how can you see so much detail in like the background of the kitchen and like all this stuff?
Can I answer this question?
Yeah.
Okay, so actually another channel that I watch, I will link them right up there because he does a whole video on this, but it's because they use film.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
And basically the movie definition was based on how well they could scan film back in the day.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
it's the 35 millimeter film is still there.
Yeah, absolutely. And like in our next videos, like there's something about that we're going to talk about.
Oh, awesome. I'll send you that link too because
Yeah.
you might enjoy that video because it's really cool. But it means a lot of classic movies can be put out in HD
Yeah, exactly.
and 4K.
Because, like you have 4K film scanners now.
Which is why TV shows can't be because they're shot on tape.
Yeah.
I just literally watched a whole episode on this technology channel about that. And,
Yeah.
So it's really cool that you brought that up. So basically he asks everyone for this Red Rider.
Yeah.
He asks his
Yeah.
teacher, and she gives him a B on his paper. Even though he fantasized that he was going to be the hero in her eyes, he asks his mom, you'll shoot your eye out. That is a famous line from that movie.
Yeah.
The teacher says it.
Foreshadowing.
The mom says it. Oh, it is great foreshadowing. And Santa says it. And in the end, the one person he doesn't ask is the one that gives him the Red Ryder BB gun.
Yep.
His dad.
Yep.
Or Santa, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he does end up pretty much shooting his eye out. It ricochets because he's shooting on a metal target.
It was an icicle.
It was an icicle. He didn't shoot his eye out. It was an icicle. This is going to be a shorter video because it's kind of fun, and we just thought of the idea because it's Christmas. Christmas is the day that this video comes out.
In the Christmas spirit.
In the Christmas spirit. And we wanted to give it a quick run through. So how would you review A Christmas Story?
I would probably say Christmas Story is the first Christmas movie I ever saw, and I have a little bit of attachment to it because my dad came from where it was filmed and like knew the history of it. So I mean, I don't know, like I think it's a decent movie, but I mean, there's definitely better Christmas movies like Die Hard.
Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. Bruce Willis said so.
Anyway,
So what would you put it at? Out of 10?
like a 7.
A 7? That's
Yeah.
lower than I would go. I give A Christmas Story 8. Just because it's not shoved down our throats like Charlie Brown is. I hate Charlie Brown. And I will never forgive Charlie Brown for his annoyingness. He's just such a crybaby.
I've never seen the Charlie Brown Christmas.
I'm glad.
I've seen it come on and be like, nope.
No, it's terrible.
I'm not gonna watch
Charlie Brown was terrible. So I don't like I didn't care for Charlie Brown. The old stop motion stuff's okay, but then when Community did Ovid's Out of Control Christmas, I can't watch those ever again because Ovid's Out of Control Christmas is the best stop motion Christmas story ever, and it's about the same length as all those older movies. So no, Christmas Story, it airs for 24 hours a day on Christmas Day. You guys might be watching it right now, probably on the TV. Either that or you have a Yule log on because you're weird.
Change him. Yeah, the Yule log got to keep out the evil spirit.
Yeah, no, Yule log is weird. I'm not keep your Germanic stuff to yourself. But, so, that is our review of A Christmas Story. It's like 7.5 out of 10. If you're watching it, let us know. What do you guys think about it? If you want to debate us and you think it's dumb, hit us up in the comments. We'll debate you. I have no problem going toe-to-toe with you over a Christmas movie. So that is Imperial Nick and
Lumberjack Nick
signing off for the day, and we'll catch you guys next week where we're finally going to do the movie that we've been saying we're going to do for a few weeks now. Catch you all on the flip side. Bye!